Hey y'all, I'm Goops, and in this video, I'm going to finally complete Doors Floor 2. Now, for your information, Floor 2 has been released back in August of 2024, which was 10 months ago? Wow, time really flies by. I'm getting old and you're getting old as well. It's almost like there's something made in heaven accelerating the passage of time. Wow, what a beautiful line it just said there. It was so beautiful that I wanted to tear up. Anyways, back to the point. You might think I would have beaten it by then, but no. I quit all the way back in the modifiers update because for some reason the modifiers overload my brain with too much information. And I'm not counting the backdoor because it was for the Hunt First Edition event. I eventually came back to Doors on the Halloween event, and the game had a collab with Untitled Tag Game, one of my newest favorite games, even though that was 9 months ago. As you can see, I did a few videos on Doors just trying to get the achievements. And in the content update video, I tried to beat the mines, but that didn't go so well. But in this video, we will finally escape the mines. Without further ado, let's jump into the elevator. I opened the lockers, then found some glow sticks, and there, found my first fuse, and then my second one to proceed to door 101. And so, it begins. I gotta pack up band-aids. That's super lucky. I got jumped by a freaking giggle. And that was the perfect spot too. So I gotta patch myself up with some band-aid. The seed is here, if you wanna get jumped by a giggle like me. Door 104, and it's a dark room. And I heard that giggle, so I decided to teach it a lesson. But then Screech came on to me. That was the first one, by the way. So you're gonna expect a lot of them. And another Screech just showed up out of nowhere. And another Screech, and I spawned as well. I then part ways with Eyes and moved on to door 107. Guess what? Screech! Now, like I said, you're going to be expecting a lot of Screeches in this video. And that's a solid locker with locked doors on them and whatever the heck that tongue twister whatever was posted on Twitter. And for some reason I decided to sit still, maybe because of the debate earlier. As I was turning on the generator, Screech decided to attack. You know what? Let's keep a track on how many times Screech has appeared. And it looks like Wash is about to show up. Alright, here it comes. Now we're at door 112, where a figure jumps down into the shafts. After pushing the minecart, we say goodbye to figure and move on to door 113. Then, the Gloombats were hiding behind this next door. Gloombats were being so loud. But worry not, I made it out with my eardrums, totally not damaged at all, and then found this really rare room. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right, Hyde? Now, next to doors, I encountered Hulk. I was a little scared, so I went into that locker. I went to the white one this time. and then take the left. And unfortunately, I took to the right, forcing me to waste more time with Hulk. Phew, made it out alive. Now I'm in a fire damp room. Now, door 120. And it's Figure! Alright, made it out alive. Oh great, the gloom bats are here again. Alright, made it out alive, and there's another screech. And would you look at that, I found some shears. I cut the vines open and got a spotlight. And this next loot I got was a lockpick and some gold. Now I'm going to have to clear up my inventory. So I dropped the laser pointer on the ground. And now I have my sweet spotlight. And now I've got which door I'm on. So I took some time to listen to the audible breathing behind the door. Ah! I got duped! Great, now I have to run back before I die. Phew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, it seeks crescendo. While playing this, I didn't realize that the seek chase was moved like 2 doors ahead, since the mines were nerfed in the content update. So now, let the chase begin. I did notice that Guiding Light's particles were different. That was quicker than usual. Now we gotta fall down. Whee! I was so locked in during this moment. That was so intense. I don't know how I managed to beat this on the first attempt. And now we head into the nest. After escaping from the Grumble, I pressed the button and went for the first anchor. The first one was a cakewalk, of course, cause it's near the room. The second anchor was pinged, so I cut the vines open with my shears, and used it all up to open these chests. As I was walking through this tunnel, I guess you could call it, a Grumble was nearby, so I had to back up. I then explored the rooms while I was making my way to Anchor B. And that's some inconvenience. I used up all my shears, so I gotta find another way. And as I was doing so, I got chased down by a Grumble. So I ran back. And surprise, surprise, it's the Queen Grumble. But she somehow didn't see me at all. And oh boy, I went down this tunnel, and that is known as the Death Wish Tunnel, as shown here. And yeah, a Grumble was chasing me as well. And I got stuck. There is no way I'm getting out alive. And the Grumble was closing in. But guess what? I survived. It knocked me over to the other side. Now that is some crazy doors moment right there. I better see that clipped on Twitter. But now I gotta make my way back to Anchor B. And after escaping that, another Grumble showed up. They have to be camping for sure. I had to wait for a little bit, just let it forget. Another Grumble just came. And I thought it was coming right at me, but I guess Grumbles have bad eyesight. And oh my gosh, another Grumble just came out of nowhere. how does it know where I'm at? I get why it's called the nest. It's because these guys are everywhere. I hate these guys, but I don't hate them as much as Sally. If you know, you know. And from that point, I just started crouching. Now, my logic was that the Gumbos wouldn't be able to see me if I was beneath their line of sight. And there we go, the crawl space at Anchor B. But it's also covered up in vines. I didn't really know what to do, so I quote-unquote cheated by looking up the wiki just for the layout of the nest. And I tried to be careful with the spoilers. Yes, goosies. I'm sorry I didn't see another crawl space earlier. After like a whole minute of searching, I finally came back. My two brain cells finally worked together for once and found this crawl space. It took almost 10 minutes just to get to his anchor. And my two brain cells split in half again because now there's a note attached to it. The equation was so mind-baffling at first, and it still is, to be honest. I don't even know how it works at all. After putting in random numbers, we can finally move on to Anchor C. The Gombo just showed up outside. These guys really love camping. Now, the next anchor is upstairs. And that Gombo is right above me. Nice, the anchor's right above me. It's out in the open. I wonder how this would turn out. I can't believe I was just staring at this anchor and not even worrying about my surroundings. I'm surprised how I didn't even get attacked after like taking so long. And finally, Anchor D time. Can I just say as well, the suspense in the music is so high right now. I love it. LSPLASH always cooks with his music. And that last anchor is so far away. I waited for that one to move so I can make a one for it. Or in this case, crawl? The anchor is inside the room. Now, watch me spend 40 years trying to get code right. Never mind that. I got it on the first try. Now I gotta make my way back. Crouching strategy actually worked. I sure hope it will work for future ones. I pressed the button and prepared to run. And there was one out my face. After escaping the nest, I climbed down this ladder. And Rush spawned in at door 151. That was a fake out. My game lagged all of a sudden. Turns out, Rush actually came. I think he's the reason why my game lagged earlier. And the glue mats are here again. I finally found the next door after a whole minute of searching. I'm telling you, there are a lot of screeches in this video. Skipping forward, I found a really cool room with eyes in it. 157. Just one more room before Jeff's shop. Down this ladder we go. I found an alarm clock. I wonder why it's here. So I played around with it and Screech showed up. That's a shame. I used up all my shears earlier. But anyways, we finally reached Jeff's shop. What do you got for us, man? Oh, I already have all of them, Jeff. Sorry. I didn't think it would be those 5 same items. Okay, stop. So something went wrong with this one. And I didn't have any footage since I stopped recording. So here's a recreation of it. Yeah, I died to dread. I just left to take a shower and when I came back, boom, you died to dread. Oh yeah, and this took like a day to complete. Animation doesn't have to be that hard. By the way, if you want to see some other cool stuff, follow me on Twitter, @FlareGoops. So now, back to the point. Before I died, I found this really rare generator room. I put a single fuse in before I went back to Jeff's shop, and that stuff happened. Now, remember what I said about crouching in the nests? So here's what happened in the second one. Pro tip, if you ever see a giant creature, don't just crouch and hope that they don't see you. Just run! What are you waiting for? They're not like figure. Okay, moving on to one number 3. But before we do that, I want you guys to comment the word dread or any word that has dread in it. That way I can know that you have watched through this part. Okay, one number 3. Let's go. Alright, I've made it back at Jeff's shop again, and I bought a battery pack just in case my spotlight runs out. I also tipped Jeff just so we can get to college, and also because he just sells items to us. He's so nice. Say it with me now. We love Jeff. And then I went to hide in this locker for some reason. That was Jack! 1 in 200 chance of spawning, by the way. Timothy also has the same chance, but You're more likely to get him than Jack since you would open more drawers than closets or lockers. Can I say as well, the doors after the nest opens way too early. I hope the devs fix this in the Great Outdoors update. I got absolutely jumped in this room. And gloom bats were in the room as well. There was 3 screeches in one room, by the way. I got jumped by another giggle again. Alright, door 162 and Rush is spawning in. Would you look at that? I mean, don't look at it. That's eyes. Well, I picked the wrong door. Oh, great. Another dark room. Door 167, here I come. It's Figure again! Me and Figure both walked past by each other. And he just turned around earlier. Oh no, there's a gate. So how am I gonna get past this room? By searching the drawers, of course. And hopefully you didn't hear that! That was so close. Oh no, never mind. Get in! Figure just literally twisted his ankles earlier. What I didn't know was that you can actually hide longer if you're doing a heartbeat minigame. And jackpot! 2 fuses in the same locker. And Figure heard that. And he just kept going in circles. Alright, I went to pick them up, and Screech tries to intercept. Found a crawl space. And there it is, the generator. So now I can finally leave this room. Screech was right at my back the same time I pressed the button. Another Rush is spawning in. It's a huge sewer room, but there's nothing interesting here, so next. Door 171. And looks like it's seeking time. Alright, about time. I also found some cool loot. Yeah, I went back and swapped the lighter with the strap light. First try. That was easier than I thought. Well, that's because I didn't know that this was the new Seek chase. Before the content update, I only made it to the nest. And also because I had to do my assignments. So while past me is just standing here, I want to talk about the chase first. Seek punched through the freaking wall. Just how cool was that? Anyways, Screech is back, and I couldn't even remember which door I was on. Anyways, I found the door, and behind it were swarms of gloom bats. Oh, and not just gloom bats. Because ambush is arriving! The cub died thanks to the gloom bats making such loud noises. They really throw off your timing. Ambush paired with gloom bats make up the worst duo. Oh, and Jeff Doors, if you're seeing this, I'm the guy on Twitter, by the way. This is the exact same clip I sent you. Finally, ambush is gone. Again, I could have almost died because of the gloom bats making loud buzzes. Now at door 181. And that's our first Timothy throughout this whole video. I heard a giggle, but we can deal with that later. So, we're now at door 185. So I lockpicked the locker and got a crucifix. I got super excited that I went to try it out immediately. Yeah, you know who I'm gonna use it on. Yeah, that's right, Giggle. That's what you get for jumping me multiple times throughout this whole run. Oh yeah, I sure hoped it was worth it for the achievement. And not that this whole one could have been saved if I had saved the crucifix for later uses. Door 186 and it's a puzzle room. I stumbled upon this door which has Dupe behind it, by the way. I don't know why Dupe is hiding behind a puzzle room, but okay. I saw the boards and the minecart and I knew what to do. You don't need to push the minecart up the hills, by the way. Just keep pushing it forward and then it will break the boards. I didn't know that you had to turn the lever on. So I had to do the minecart puzzle again. After some trial and errors, I finally pushed the minecart down the rails. Alright, door 187, and I sure hope nothing bad happens here. It's another ambush! And he rebounded super fast. I'm surprised Hyde didn't get me there earlier. Well, I'm glad I just came back once. 188 and eyes are in the room. And hi again, Screech. It's Louie, but I don't know what to trade him with. So I gave him my strap light. Screech, why are you interrupting the moment? Oh nice, I got a lockpick. Well, I picked the wrong door. What are you laughing at, Giggle? Door 190. Only 10 more doors to go. Huh? Wait. What's going on? What's going on? What is that? Yeah, that's right. I actually tapped out. I wanted to take a break, but Seek won't let me. Also, I thought that I was playing some music on Spotify or something. You just need to jump over these obstacles. That's the first valve turned on. This thing chased me, so I had to turn back again. I failed this jump. Luckily, I managed to get up. I don't know how I managed to miss the first valve. So now, we're at phase 2. And oh my gosh, so many things were after me. I made my way backstairs and tried to press this button. Well, it looks like I need to find a generator, and Seek must be hiding it somewhere. Looking back at it, I could have almost died there. Alright, time for the final phase. Let's defeat Seek. One last valve, and it'll be over. Let's go! We beat Seek! Draining Seek literally drained the quality as well. Down the drain you go, Seek. I turned on the generator and prepared to leave. But before I did that, I tried my luck by lockpicking the locker and got, a laser pointer and some gold. Okay, not bad. We are now leaving the mines. When that music hit, oh my gosh, I almost teared up when I heard this for the first time. Oh, and there's the rift. I was wondering where you were. After doing my assignments and editing other videos, I finally got the chance to record this. That was during finals of my 3rd year in middle school. Anyways, let's open this door and step inside this castle. And with that, I finally beaten floor 2. Hopefully I could get this video done just before the Great Outdoors update, because by the time of recording this outro, it's like the 5th of August already, so I only have like 5 days, I guess. Sorry if it didn't came out as good as I wanted it to be, since this is my first time doing like a storytelling video, or story time, whatever it is. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at FlareGoops. But I don't really know what to do with my Instagram, so somebody give me some ideas, or maybe you could do like IRL stuff there, along with my YouTube shorts, I guess. Alright, thank you for watching, and touch grass. Goodbye!